Well, it's only been 2 weeks since the last predictions video, but it is time for another pay-per-view. It is WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2016, the SmackDown brand December pay-per-view. These are my predictions. I am your host, Attack Slug, and as always, let me know who you think is going to win at the show on Sunday in about 48 hours. I am recording this as of 4 p.m. on Friday. They have not announced any kind of a pre-show match. We only have 6 announced matches on the card. I would assume pre-show would have, American Alpha, Breezango, Kane, Luke Harper, whatever. Guys who aren't on the actual 6-match card for Sunday night. So let's break down these 6 matches for the Blue brand as we move towards the Royal Rumble. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've only had 2 weeks to build this show, but 5 of these 6 matches have been ongoing feuds for quite a while. So in essence, these hopefully will be the end of most of these feuds. These guys can move on, moving into the Rumble and starting fresh towards the road to WrestleMania next year. So, the one fresh match here is Heath Slater and Rhino, your SmackDown Tag Team Champions of the World, versus Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, the new Wyatt family, or whatever. Now, considering that Bray and Randy, won the rights to be the #1 contenders, last week, there's really no build here, for, your tag team champions. So, or was that this week? I don't even know anymore, right? It was supposed to be American Alpha who won that gauntlet tournament thing, and now it's not. Now it's Bray and Randy. So, that being said, I'm going to say, you know what? Fuck it. Bray and Randy win this match, new tag champs, and then move into some other feud. I don't know. They're going to, I guess, move Heath Slater to do something else. I couldn't tell you at this point. But, it is what it is. So, new tag champs, Bray and Randy, shake things up in the tag division, and at some point, push American Alpha. What are you even doing? Give American Alpha the belts. They're the best tag team you have right now in that division. So, that is your only match tonight that does not have some kind of TLC stipulation. It's just a straight-up match as far as I know. Anyway, moving on, we have Kalisto versus Baron Corbin. After the months and months, that was nice, of Kalisto being injured, coming back, he's still feuding with Baron Corbin, and this is a chairs match. There's no other thing on the line outside of the fact that it's a chairs match. So, being that it's a chairs match, being that Kalisto has come back from injury, and being that he's fighting Baron Corbin again, I will give the edge and the win here to Kalisto, because, what? Are you seriously going to just have Baron Corbin with chairs just squish him like a bug, and that be it? That would seem kind of pointless, to be honest. I think the only way you give a guy the size of Kalisto a win over a guy the size of Baron Corbin is with those solid steel chairs and a multitude of, different chair spots and whatnot. So, I'm going to say Kalisto. Moving on, we have Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Again, this match is a no disqualifications match. This feud goes back a while, and they had matches before. And I think last time Carmella won, so I think to end this feud once and for all, I think Nikki Bella, no DQ, will get the win over Carmella. I don't have high expectations for that match itself, but hey, perhaps they'll surprise me. Always entirely possible. Will this be the phenomenal forearm here? Will it be? He missed it. AJ Styles, what are you doing? You are half asleep today. Anyway, moving on. We have, again, The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, again, for the Intercontinental title. This is a ladder match. So, AJ Styles, you are stoned as fuck. What is even happening? I don't even know. Yeah. So, once again, this never-ending feud between Ziggler and Miz is a ladder match. So you certainly could see Maurice grabbing the leg of Ziggler and letting Miz climb the ladder and having Miz retain the IC title. Again, I don't see who's going to help Ziggler in this position, because I think this match will get booked after Slater and Rhino, and they're not going to help him. I think you still have the Spirit Squad running interference. And granted, there's ladders, to kind of help out in that situation. But unless they align Ziggler with somebody, I think The Miz manages to retain this belt again. I think they just put the belt back on The Miz, so putting it back on Ziggler, you're going to get a situation like you have on Raw with Charlotte and Sasha Banks, where it's just you're trading wins over and over and over and over, and that just seems weird to me. So I think Miz retains and continues his reign as the IC champion. So, moving on, we have your women's title match for SmackDown. It is a tables match, and that is Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. This feud has been pretty much entertaining throughout, even though we were supposed to have that match at No Mercy, and that didn't happen because of undisclosed health reasons for Becky Lynch. And they had the match when they were in Scotland, but that was taped. It was a taped match, because obviously there's a time difference, and they taped it on the same day as the election day. So certainly I wouldn't have expected the title to change hands, but they had a kind of a, fucked up finish with her foot on the ropes. There's justification of having another match. Oh no. The rebound clothesline. There goes the ladder. So there was a justifiable reason to have one more match. And there has not been a women's table match since Lay Cool fought, was it Beth Phoenix and Melina? I think it was a while ago. So there certainly are could potentially be fun stuff, but as we've seen with the Hell in a Cell, those girls don't weigh a whole lot, so getting them to go through a table is actually kind of difficult. So hopefully nobody gets seriously hurt here. Like seriously, Alexa Bliss, she's tiny. So if we get what they had teased on SmackDown of Becky Lynch hitting the Bexplex through a table from the second rope, that could be fucking amazing. And, we'll see. So, the question there is who wins. And I think the reason that they drafted Becky to SmackDown was to have her be a fighting champion and have a number of different competitors fighting, as she is, kind of the anchor of that division on SmackDown. So I think she'll beat Alexa, retain that belt, and move on to somebody else for the month of January. Who? I don't know. Naomi? I don't know. Somebody? Perhaps she will defend against whoever wins that Nikki and Carmella match earlier in the evening. Certainly is. What are you guys doing? Why are you having this stare down? This is a very intense staring contest for the world title. I think the game broke. I mean, it's on Legend, but they're just like, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Jesus Christ, 2K. People are going to give me shit at the end of the month when this game is not on my Game of the Year list. Here's a couple reasons why. It's fucking broken. It's fucking broken. And it's fucking broken. Repeatedly. It is amazingly broken. Like, holy shit. This is a CPU match. I'm not playing this. This is a CPU match. And the CPU decided, you know what? We're not going to fight anymore. We're going to have the world's most intense staring contest. At least the crowd is really into this intense staring contest. Shit, man. I guess the game thought they were so evenly matched it could not possibly predict a winner for the world title in a TLC match. So, that being said, that is your main event. It is AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the face who runs the place, the champ who runs the camp, versus the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. And you just know, despite what happened on SmackDown this week with the destruction of James Ellsworth, I think certainly you will have interference at some point in this match with James Ellsworth, but the question remains, who will walk out of TLC as the world champion? And that's tricky, because I think certainly this should be the end of the AJ Styles Dean Ambrose feud. Moving into the Royal Rumble, there's been rumblings, no pun intended, or perhaps pun totally intended, of The Undertaker fighting AJ Styles. Now, the question remains, will he be fighting AJ Styles, the world champion, or just regular old phenomenal AJ Styles? And where does that leave John Cena, who certainly wants to get some revenge on AJ Styles? So, I think the current speculation is that AJ Styles fights Taker at the Rumble pay-per-view. And Taker wins the belt from AJ Styles. Then John Cena wins the Rumble. So John Cena has a reason to fight Taker at WrestleMania in Houston. I think that makes the... No, wait. WrestleMania is in Orlando. The Rumble is in Houston. I'm getting all fucking confused. So certainly having Taker win the belt at Mania in Texas makes a whole lot of sense, right? So, again, I could be totally off base. The internet could be totally off base. And as we saw 2 weeks ago at Survivor Series, I got every single prediction wrong. So that table is standing up like totally straight. This game has issues. Is that on the ropes? I can't even tell. It looks like it's just standing up totally straight. Anyway, maybe Ambrose wins. Maybe then he just is the champ, and then AJ fights Taker at the Rumble anyway. But then how do you get to Taker and Cena at Mania? Because certainly you could have your in-between match of Fastlane of a triple threat with Taker, Cena, and AJ for the belt? Maybe? No, that wouldn't make sense. That would totally fuck up your Mania main event, wouldn't it? I don't know. But I'm saying for this pay-per-view, Ellsworth comes in and totally fucks up the shot for Ambrose, and AJ Styles retains, is still the face that runs the place and the champ that runs the camp, and that ends your show with AJ Styles standing tall as your world champion. So, there you go, my TLC 2016 predictions. Hopefully I get at least a match right this time. I literally got every single match wrong at Survivor Series. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I've certainly had videos where I've gotten all of the predictions right, but last time was just WWE decided, you know what? Fuck Attack Slug. We're getting them all different. Anyway, I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day, and I'll see you next time right here on this channel, and I'm out.